Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is News Now at noon.
And welcome to News Now at noon, a live look at our 3rd Street camera. Of course, all of our top stories are coming up in just a moment, including some breaking news right now at noon. But first, we check in with Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter with a first look at our forecast. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Jay. I almost missed my cue. I'm here on the wall. I just don't see myself up on the key wall. If you can punch that up for me, Master Control, that'd be awesome. But anyway, what you can see right here, let's talk about the forecast for the remainder of the day. 74 to 78 will be the high temp range today. Overcast and muggy, showers and storms will obviously come our way for the afternoon. Potential, some of them could be strong to severe, and we'll talk about those impacts later on with a southwest wind averaging around 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's going to be a mainly wet week, but we'll time out the rain chances in just a few minutes with that full weather segment. Back to you, Jay.
All right, Dakota, thank you. Breaking right now at noon, New York's 27th congressional representative Chris Collins was arrested Wednesday after a federal grand jury indicted him on insider trading charges. Those charges stem from the representative's relationship with Innate Immunotherapeutics Limited, a biotech company whose board he served on. A criminal complaint explained that Collins, after learning of negative results for clinical trials for that company, notified his son of those results prior to a public release. His son then allegedly tipped off his girlfriend and her father to that news. In total, the trio sold off 1.78 million shares of the company. And Lakewood Bus-Dye police say an 11-year-old from Ohio is responsible for phoning in a bomb threat to the Chautauqua Mall GameStop store last night. The store received a call stating a man with a camera was coming to the store and he has a bomb. The person on the other end then hung up the phone. Lakewood Bus-Dye police were called and ordered an evacuation of the mall. K-9 units swept the inside and outside of the complex. The Chautauqua County Bomb Squad was also called in. Through an investigation, officers learned that a juvenile in Ohio allegedly phoned in the threat. The 11-year-old admitted to local police in Ohio that it was indeed a joke. And Celeron's Mayor Scott Schreckengost isn't just a public official. Apparently, he's a crime fighter too. Town of Ellicott police recently arrested 3 men and a minor male for allegedly breaking in and unlocking cars and stealing items out of them. But it turns out it was quick work by Celeron's mayor that helped police find them and take them into custody.
I was getting ready from work, looked out the window, and one of them come off the street and was walking up through my yard. And I asked him what he thought he was doing, and he said he was walking through his yard, and I told him it was mine and he better get out. And then I watched him cut across my yard and go to the neighbor's house. And then a second kid come off the roadway and went up to the same neighbor's house, and they were both in the neighbor's truck while I was standing there. I mean, I just couldn't believe it.
Now, oddly, this is not the first time Schreckengost has intervened to help police catch alleged thieves. He said a few years ago he phoned in a similar break-in. The Jamestown Jammers lost Game 2 of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League Championship Series Tuesday night against the Amsterdam Mohawks, forcing a third game that's scheduled for this evening. Key players in Tuesday's game was Mike Anatico and Richie Barella, both of the Mohawks, whom hit back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the 7th yesterday. Game 3 is scheduled for 6:45 tonight. And local chicken wing lovers have a chance to help the Bemis Point Village Casino reset the world record for the most chicken wings eaten in a 24-hour period. Hoping to serve 40,000 wings, the record attempt will not only set the record for the Guinness Book of World Records, but benefit the Bemis Point Ferry, the Bemis Point Library, the Bemis Point Volunteer Fire Department, and a local Red Cross chapter. The current world record is 29,000 wings. Coming up next, we want to hear from you in our new and noteworthy segment where we interact in the comments. We'll be right back. Now, oddly, this is not the first time.
You're watching WNY News Now. This is News Now at noon.
For more than 2 decades, Dorler Landscape Designs has provided exceptional service to customers right here in Chautauqua County with one goal in mind: transform your lawn into an attractive landscape that will be the envy of the neighborhood. From landscape design to lawn maintenance to sprinkler installation and so much more. Count on Dorler Landscaping. Call us today and let us get to work for you. Dorler Landscaping Designs at dorlerlandscape.com.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Hey, this is Ryan Hedrick reporting from the Jamestown Bowling Company, where the bowling is off the hook, the food is even better, and the camaraderie watching sports is oh so great.
The food is fantastic and the drinks are cold.
Mark was bowling almost a perfect game. Mark, do you come here a lot?
Every day.
Wow, Mark comes here every day. No excuse for you not to get to Jamestown Bowling Company on Foote Avenue. Jamestown Bowling Company. Eat, drink, bowl, and be merry.
The Frewsburg Pharmacy is the small-town pharmacy with big-time service. Located at 26 West Main Street, Greg Nelson treats his customers like family, so you know you are in good hands when you walk through the door. The Frewsburg Pharmacy has everything you need and more, including a gift shop for the seasons. Stop down to the Frewsburg Pharmacy today and let the staff show you why the Frewsburg Pharmacy is the pharmacy that cares about you.
Welcome back to New and Noteworthy on this Wednesday afternoon. Matt Hummel hanging out with us. Hey, Matt, how are you doing today?
Oh, we're halfway through the week.
I know, it's so
love it.
Exciting. Matt is working so hard on getting into the newsroom on time in the morning.
There's a deadline?
Well,
I mean,
it's a self-imposed deadline. We're pretty lax, but I love you, Matt. It's just, he texts me, he's like, working on some stuff from home, and it's like, okay. So this was a very kind of crazy night last night in Lakewood. Police now say an 11-year-old from Ohio is to blame for a bomb threat to the Lakewood GameStop. I still don't 100% understand this. So he calls for whatever reason. We don't know that. We don't know the reason why yet. But he calls the Lakewood Mall's GameStop.
Yep.
Police said. And phoned in a bomb threat. He said a man with a camera was coming to the store and he had a bomb. Okay. So the employees there, they call the cops, right?
Yep.
Cops come, they investigate, they clear the mall just to be safe. They have canine sweep. Obviously they didn't find a bomb. Well, through an investigation, somehow they tracked down this 11-year-old kid in Ohio who they say is responsible. He admitted to them and said, hey, it was a joke. Sorry I did this. But still, dozens of people who were in the mall when we were there, when our cameras were there, were seen outside waiting for answers. And a lot of people on social media, this was the trendiest story in the last 24 hours on social media on our site, is that people were so confused and scared in a way. I mean, this is serious stuff.
And that's the thing. I know a lot of people have been commenting, where were the parents?
Right.
Why didn't they prevent this? And if we were talking about this situation a couple decades ago, I'd say the same thing. But nowadays, when do we hold even the younger people responsible?
Right.
Because...
And their parents. At this point, he's 11.
Yeah, and younger kids, they have social media. They have access to the news. They know this stuff isn't supposed to be joked about. I don't understand when.
Right.
I mean...
And why our GameStop?
Yeah,
Why
of all
should
places.
yeah, like did they just scroll through the interwebs and they found, oh, this is a mall. Let's you can't even watch necessarily the response.
Yeah.
Which I know sometimes like people who do that, they want to get out of a test if it's at a college, or they want to watch police show up to their neighborhood. It's just like people calling 911 for no reason.
Yeah, that's...
They want that kind of attention. I don't know. Were you at Lakewood last night? Let us know in the comments below. Saying hello to Tammy, Amy, Phil, what's going on? Brenda, Michael. Thank you all for joining us this afternoon. Jamestown Jammers are continuing on their road to success.
Correct.
Although last night it didn't turn out very well for them, Matt.
Well, it's, I mentioned this yesterday. Having every game on the road, it's tough. It really is because, like game one, technically the Jammers were the home team, but they're playing on the road. So they're not going to have their fans with them. And it's hard to win, 2 out of 3 on the road. It really is.
Right. And, they have a very good team.
They do,
They do. Barone does a very good job with the guys he has. But it's just, it's kind of stinks that they're not at home. But definitely tonight we'll see, by what I was reading from Twitter, it seemed to be a very good game last night. They I'm sure they're tired.
Did you know? And look at the scorecard here.
Yeah.
The Jammers were up 4-1, and then they gave up 4 unanswered, including back-to-back in the 7th. So the Jammers could have won last night. And the big thing is for me, how does Anthony Barone and his team respond to what was really a rather deflating loss?
Right.
I mean, they have to get off to a fast start, in my opinion, tonight. And they just have to keep the pedal. What's that saying?
Pedal to the metal?
Yeah.
Pedal to the metal.
I had it in my head. I just couldn't say it. But, the start to the game is key tonight. And if Barone has to call onto the bullpen, they have to step up. And they can't allow what happened last night.
Right. And still, we talked about this yesterday, the Babe Ruth going on in Jamestown, it's continuing all week, is just great. The amount of local sports in all of this region is just incredible and really good for the kids.
And I haven't had a chance to get over to a game, but I have a family member that lives over near the stadium, and I was at their house last night, and I could hear from, I'd say maybe 1/10 of a mile away, I can hear everybody cheering. I think there was a big crowd, and I could just tell that the atmosphere was tremendous, and I didn't even have to be in the stadium.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So another story that was great work by our newsroom staff to track this down. It was actually introduced by a viewer. Did you hear about this? The mayor of Celeron, his name is Scott Schreckengost. He's the one who phoned into police about this week's car robbery that happened there. And this is not the first time that Schreckengost has saved the day. The mayor in his own words.
I'm talking to the sheriff's dispatch while I'm watching these guys root through the neighbor's truck. So then I just watched them go down the street, and then I got finished getting dressed and headed out the door and followed them down to the boulevard, and then followed them down Jones and Gifford, and called dispatch back and, tried to find out where the Ellicott police were at the time.
Yeah.
Because it was shift change, so, it's one of them deals, but the guys, knowing that there was four individuals, they all showed up.
So there were 2 minors involved in this. If you want the full story, head on over to WNYNewsNow.com. But the mayor has done this in years past, like I said, where he's kind of had an eye on his community. Obviously, in the town of Ellicott, they're the law enforcement there. But it's just people, lock your cars, eh?
Yeah,
I was talking to the mayor yesterday. Lock your cars. And B, if you're his neighbor, I suppose you feel pretty safe.
Well, and that's a good thing, too, because one thing I literally just thought about, Celeron is what? If you're driving normal, a 10, 15-minute ride from the town of Ellicott Police Station.
Right, their headquarters.
Yes.
They have a little kiosk there in Celeron.
Yep. But it's not really big, and chances are your patrol people are going to have to come from Faulkner.
Right.
So to have somebody looking out
for them
is a good sign, especially if it's your mayor.
So great work by Mayor Schreckengoss for following that and doing what I think most people would do if you saw someone just rummaging through your neighbor's car. It's
I have to admit, part of me would be a little freaked out.
You wouldn't call for the cops?
Well, I'd call, but I'd be
on the phone with the cops. I'd be yelling at them to get out of the car.
Well, until they... Well, never mind.
You think what?
No. I'm not going to cause a panic. No.
Oh, okay. You think that they would physically assault you or something?
Well, I wouldn't be worried about that. I'd be more worried about, if they have a weapon or something.
Right.
That's my thing,
You never know. I mean, it's a good thing that the mayor called and that he was so steadfast to react to it.
I mean, always call, and if you feel as though you might be threatened, it's all right to find a solitary space.
Right. Right. So good for the mayor and really good for everybody there in that situation. So coming up after Dakota's forecast, Bemis Point is doing a very interesting thing with chicken wings, where they could almost break a Guinness Book of World Records.
Wow!
We'll tell you about that when we come back. Turn to Brotherhood Property Maintenance for all your lawn care and landscaping needs. Serving both commercial and residential lots. Check out Jamestown's fastest growing landscaping crew on Facebook or call us now to book an appointment.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvanna Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
The Fitness Bunker in Lakewood is a locally owned and operated club that cares about your health and wellness. They invest in it. Right now, enter their 30-day challenge, where for only $69, you get 30 days of unlimited everything. That's right, everything, along with 2 one-on-one personal training sessions. Then, if you lose 10 pounds, you'll get the next month free. Plus, the first place winner will get 2 Buffalo Bills tickets or a $100 gift card. Details right now on the Fitness Bunker's Facebook page.
Brought to you by the people giving hope at Gifts Decor and More. With the controversial Kratom, Gifts Decor and More is giving hope to Southern Chautauqua County residents, one visit at a time.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
Happy Wednesday, everybody, and we're halfway through the week, and I could go for some chicken wings. I haven't had lunch lately. Well, I haven't had lunch yet, but you can tell I haven't missed very many lunches. Let's take a look at the observed rainfall totals over the last 7 days. Some of the rain came down in torrents over the past 24 hours. Randolph, 1.28 inches. St. Clairville, 1.19. Now, a spotter report in the city of Jamestown had pretty much 1.15, but when you go to the airport, which is north of the city, 0.26. So you can kind of see how the rain was spread across the area yesterday, and some of it came down in torrents. More rain to go. First Defense Doppler radar, you can see we have just a few few rain showers starting to move into the southern tier. Let's zoom this in, and you can see this band of rain is coming off Lake Erie, impacting places like Silver Creek, Dunkirk, Fredonia. In fact, here comes the live suite now that's going to update. And again, this band of rain is going to be moving into the northern portion of the southern tier, probably within the next few minutes. And then all this rain is kind of moving to the east-northeast. So it's going to be a wet day once again today, and more rain is in the forecast. Now, the Storm Prediction Center does maintain the less than average marginal risk across much of the southern tier. You can see once you get away from the Lake Erie shoreline, that's pretty much where the higher severe weather parameters are. And again, it's just a low-end threat. That's a 1 out of 5, but of course we'll be here in the afternoon to keep you posted. And the thunderstorm impacts, you can see heavy rain and lightning are pretty much running in the moderate category, but real severe weather problems are probably going to be from gusty winds, probably around 60 miles an hour. And so yeah, keep your radar handy, because you're going to be needing it. Live look outside HD News Now cam, you can see the clouds just kind of socked in once again. The current numbers at the Jamestown Airport, 74 degrees with a southwest breeze of 15, gusts of 20, and a dew point of 68. So again, when you have a dew point in the 60s, it's sticky. At least it's not in the 70s. At least that's good. Hour by hour we go here. You can see the rain will continue throughout the afternoon hours. And again, I'm holding down the temperatures because of the rain. I think the rain is going to hold our temperatures down kind of a little bit more than I think some of the models are kind of showing here. And as we go into tonight, temperatures will fall down to the 60s. Again, it's going to be a mild night, dew point in the 60s. And you know what that means. The temperature can't fall below the dew point. So it's going to be pretty muggy once again. Just want to mention this. We have Hurricane Hector out in the Pacific. This is passing just to the south of pretty much the islands here. But the good news is it's passing to the south. No threat here. That's a Category 3. And we have Tropical Storm Debbie that formed yesterday out here in the Atlantic. It's way out here in the Atlantic, going basically nowhere. So that's the good news. No threat to anybody from tropical storms at this point. Future coming up, brought to you by Quick Solutions, and you can see here 80 degrees on Friday. And again, there is a rain chance at each and every day, but again, it's not going to be raining all the time. There will be times of dry time in between. We'll take a break, and News Now will continue right after this.
First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com. WNY News Now is sponsored by Chautauqua Audio Works, 3335 South Roberts Road in Fredonia. More than a music store. Call 679-4333. Call now, 679-4333.
I just love to be with the dogs, and I like to do them one at a time. They don't wait for 5 hours in my shop. We have full groom, which includes everything from A to Z, nails, of course brushing, any trimming that needs to be done. I do offer teeth brushing, which is a little extra. So if he takes me 2 hours, it's $40. If he takes me 3 hours, I still keep it down. As long as the dog comes back happy and not at the door, I'm happy.
I'll let you go, but there's something that you gotta know. This ain't nothing but dangerous. We about to be over it.
Looks like some rain might be coming here. Are those just scary looking clouds, Dakota?
CLCs.
Okay.
Looking cloud.
Not no rain.
Not yet.
Justin Gould, Dakota Hunter, hanging out with you on this Wednesday afternoon. Thanks so much for being here with us. Of course, Dakota was teasing during the weather bit about the chicken wings. They're aplenty, Matt.
I'm already getting hungry.
You should order us lunch.
No, you should.
Yes.
Yeah, he should.
Justin's turn.
Justin's turn. I bought lunch yesterday. He wasn't here.
What the f?
Rory and I had lunch. We had subs.
If you think Matty Ice should buy everybody in the WNY News Now studios lunch, please drop a comment or a thumbs up in the comments.
Well, Justin almost just made me swear on air for the first time.
Just because you missed lunch, it's not my fault. All right, let's get to the chicken wing story. So the Bemis Point Village Casino is going to try to break a Guinness Book of World Records. Mm-hmm. They are hoping to serve 40,000 wings. Oof. The record attempt will not only set the record for the Guinness Book of World Records, but all the proceeds from that will be benefited to local communities. Specifically, the Bemis Point Ferry, the Bemis Point Library, their volunteer fire department, and the local Red Cross.
And that's good because
didn't the Village Casino break the record a few years ago? Don't they still hold the record?
They've done this before. Yes, I believe they have. So the previous record was 29,000 wings. So we'll see if they do this again. But really cool. We're excited. The event is this weekend. If you want times and details, you can head on over to WNYNewsNow.com and click on the story, which is on our homepage.
I'm hungry. Oh, look at what Amy Gould said.
Look in Justin's lunch bag. Oh,
yes.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Mother. Pam said she gave us a thumbs up. Matt, you got
nope.
One thumbs up.
Nope, sorry.
That's true. Actually, you know what? I think there is pizza in my lunch bag. I think that's what she's thinking of.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll trade you my lunch.
What's yours, Dakota?
Think ham sandwich.
Ooh,
ham sandwich.
Better than bologna.
Well, that's debatable.
Well,
have you ever had fried bologna, Matt?
What do you think?
Now, fried bologna's not bad.
Do you like bologna? Let us know in the comments.
Welcome to New and Foodworthy.
And on that note, here comes Dakota's 10-day forecast.
Yes. Actually, Matt, do you want to do the weather?
No, thank you.
Go for it.
You see rain chances each and every day on that Quick Solution 7-day, but please keep in mind the rain is going to be limited each and every day. There's going to be times of dry time in between, but it's summer.
Summer, summer, summer. Whoop. Look at this song, it's just perfect.
Oh, the clouds, though.
All summer long. I love these guys. Kid Rock. Kid Rock sings this. Don't laugh at me, okay?
You're the one who picked the music and you don't even know who sings it.
Wow, Dakota has a valid point.
Okay, that's it for us today. We're back
tomorrow. Same time, same place. See you then.
Nobody likes bologna. They say it's gross. Because it is.